You're welcome back. This is Firecrackers. Well, let's begin with the women. I mean, they say ladies first, So let's get things started tonight with the 2021 International Women's Day as we take a look at some of the current challenges women face, as well as the future possibilities, for women. Joining me live on the program is the wife of the Governor of Cross River State, Her Excellency Dr. Linda Ayade. She joins us live now from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much, Doctor, for agreeing to speak with Galaxy TV, Your Excellency.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Kelly. And it's my pleasure being here. Good evening. And I'm happy to be with you at this moment.
All right, Doctor, thank you so much. Well, let's begin with the challenges women face. In your opinion, what exactly are the challenges that you think that black women are confronted with on a daily basis, if you may?
Okay. The challenges are enormous. They're enormous. First, as a woman, generally in the world, you face a lot of challenges, and then being a black woman puts you even at more risk of a lot of issues. And then coming down to Africa, being a black woman in Africa and a country like Nigeria, in fact, it adds additional challenges that you won't even want to begin to list. So there's a lot of challenge. Let me start from the very one that is like the father of all challenges. I think poverty. Poverty is a very limiting factor at any point in time. And, we are rated as one of the very poor countries in the world, Nigeria. And to know that women generally are always given the second place. So we are also given the second place even within that circle of poverty. So you can now imagine that when they say abject poverty, as you want to define it, meaning that the women are at the lower level of it. So that is one. And once you are poor, there's poverty of education, there's poverty of good health, there's poverty of every good thing that you can think about. They don't have assets, a lot of women don't have access to anything that you can call asset like land. They don't have the right to own a land, to at least say, okay, they want to practice farming, or there's a lot of it that poverty comes with. And so when you are poor, you don't have that education, you don't have any asset at all, and you don't have access to good health, you don't have access to any basic thing. I don't know what else you want to say. So women are really at the fringes, and to think that they are supposed to be the support of the family, the unit of the family is supposed to be anchored around the woman. So you can imagine how cascading or the effect of this poverty goes in society. So that is one major challenge I want to talk about. And I believe that every other challenge falls around that one major challenge. And because of this poverty, you find out that it makes them dependent on who they do not ordinarily, or who ordinarily they wouldn't have been dependent on, or latch themselves onto, or find themselves in circumstances that they wouldn't have found themselves if they had the enablement. So I would put everything around poverty. So many other discrimination, so many other challenges like discrimination and all that, but I think I want to talk around poverty because poverty has links to every other challenge.
Your Excellency, I'm just wondering, just how much progress has been made in the fight and struggle to ensure that the rights of women are not trampled upon over and over again? Just how much progress, in your view, have we come or made?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of progress actually. I would not I will not be able to quantify it, but then I want to say that starting from when the struggle for women emancipation came on, there's been a lot of progress so far. There's a lot that is going on now. When you come out to the developed countries, they also have their own inequalities here, gender inequality. They have their own issues, but they keep tackling and fighting them every day. Like, you know, the pay disparity between the male gender and the female gender. They're trying to close gaps in many countries. Back in Nigeria, let me go to my own country. I know that our own challenge is discrimination against, there's this unspoken discrimination as if some positions are reserved for only the male gender. So women find it very difficult to break into those circles. They find it very difficult to break into circles of those that take decisions that affect the rest of the nation. And even if you finally break into that circle, your voice is drowned by the masculine majority. So those are our own challenges, and you know, the upside of it is that a lot of women have come up as activists, feminists, and they try to see that they break through these challenges like that. So a lot of achievements have been made in that regard. You find a lot of women now in politics. You find a lot of women in those political parties that try to put them forward. But despite this achievement, I believe that there's still room for more. There's still room to do more. We need to have, they need to have policies that are directly positioned to put the woman forward, because women have a lot to offer in society. They have a lot to offer in politics. They have a lot to offer to bring the country up from where we are now. So if they are given a chance, if they take deliberate policies that will help the woman to come out there, I believe that we would go a long way in Nigeria.
If you look at the 2021 International Women's Day, we have the likes of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who is flying the colors of Nigeria really high. We also have some other black women. We have the likes of Vice President Kamala Harris, ensuring that women have a place in the society. I'm just a bit concerned, personally, from you now. Have you drawn professional inspiration or motivation from any particular woman that you may want to share with us on the program today?
Yes, recently we have Kamala Harris, like you mentioned. We have Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, our own, who has made us proud recently, also being nominated as the DG World Trade Organization. That has inspired a lot of women, has inspired a lot of young Nigerian women. You hear them talk a lot about them, being proud of Kamala Harris. In America also, I see a lot of young girls in their social media status say, oh, my mentor, oh, they admire them and all of that. So they are a source of inspiration to them. For me, growing up, I have had a lot of other women, professional women who have inspired me. Right from when I was in secondary school, my principal was very outstanding, Reverend Sister Eunice Asu. She was a disciplinary virtues that I still hold on to today. She was a woman that made a lot of impact in my own life. In the university, I had Professor Mrs. Okafor. She was a very good disciplinarian, a very good woman, a woman to reckon with, very hardworking and intelligent. She inspired me a lot, and she has influenced my life a lot today. I have Professor Mrs. Sinte. There's so many of them. Professor Mrs. Sinte taught me when I was in medical school. She was my pediatric lecturer, and she taught me a lot of discipline and hard work as well. Very intelligent woman. There's so many of them. I have drawn inspiration from so many, and like you said, you mentioned today, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is one person who I look up to with so much admiration. At her age, she's still very strong and hardworking, and she's still very optimistic about a lot of things, including Nigeria. So I look up to her. She inspires me, and she makes me think, okay, yes, there's hope. It doesn't matter. Once you have the will, you have the focus, you can achieve anything. So yes, I have drawn inspiration from a lot of women, and these ones that you have mentioned recently are making a lot of waves today within young women, the female population.
Dr. Ayade, let's begin to wind down on our conversation tonight with you, but let's talk about the theme for the 2021 International Women's Day, Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. The big question is equality a possibility, especially in this part of the world?
Yes, if you ask me, everything is possible. There's nothing that is not possible as long as you set to achieve it. As a human being, we are meant to believe that everything is possible, and from you have practical examples of how people set out to achieve something that everybody's view says, oh, it may be impossible. Why would you even do that? Why would you even want to try that? But they set out and they achieve it. So things look impossible from the beginning, but by the time you make efforts, put in hard work, you see that you could achieve it. So it's a possibility. Like I said, there's been a lot of achievements over the years. In the struggle for women emancipation, there's been a lot of achievements. There's been tremendous progress over the years. And this is going to take us, if we continue to put our foot forward, make our voices heard, and project the best of what we have as women, I believe that gradually, we are going to get to a point where we say, yes, it may not exactly be equal, because inequality must always be there, but at least it comes to a point where we say, okay, it is at its minimum. So, of course, I believe that it's possible to achieve equality eventually, especially now with the pandemic that we've had from last year. If you read the literature, you will find out that women have made a lot of innovative achievements concerning the pandemic, concerning the challenges. Studies have been made, and they have realized that women work better, they perform better when there's crisis. They come up with better solutions when they compare them to their counterparts male. So this shows that there's hope for the future. They're beginning to see that, yes, women have a lot of power. If you go back down history lane, there's a lot of achievements from women. Even during the time of struggle, you have women who achieved a lot, even during tremendous crisis. So, yes, I would say we have hope for tomorrow.
Yeah, there's hope for tomorrow. Your Excellency, the wife of the Cross River State Governor, Dr. Linda Ayade, just one final question before I let you go tonight. What's your message to the younger women here in Nigeria tonight as we begin to round off on our conversation with you? And to add to that part, when will we have a female president in this country?
Yes, tomorrow is International Women's Day, and every International Women's Day we try to mark and celebrate ourselves as women, and tomorrow is not an exception So you have given me an opportunity today to reach out to women in Nigeria, the young women in Nigeria, to tell them that no matter what happens, there's hope for tomorrow. Just stay focused. You have everything you need. All the resources have been given to you. You have them. The intellect is there. Just put it forward. Just think, sit down quietly and think what you can do with what you have. Every person is talented. You have your own talent. Just look inward. You will find what God has given you, and you'll be able to develop it and be somebody tomorrow. And especially for my women in Cross River State, tomorrow is International Women's Day, like I said before. So I want to celebrate you all as we have always done. But tomorrow, my initiative, CROWE is an acronym for Cross River Women Emancipation Initiative. And tomorrow we'll be launching out a mini initiative for the Cross River woman. We target urban to rural women support initiative. It's a kind of mentorship program, because these days I have found that mentoring a fellow woman and another woman mentoring another woman, like a strong woman standing behind every other woman. Behind every woman, you have another strong woman. Gradually, we build ourselves up. That economic emancipation that we crave for, we begin to see it unfold before us and all of that. So we want to do that in Cross River State. That is what we want to focus on within the next 18 to 24 months. So we pair the urban women who belong in CROWE to women in the rural areas for mentorship. So they mentor them, they try to, as much as possible, change their lives within this period. And it is an initiative that we are going to monitor, we are going to evaluate at the end of the period to see that, yes, we are achieving our goals. So this is what we are looking forward to do, starting tomorrow after the launch. And I want to use that opportunity, or this opportunity at this point, to tell our Cross River women that there's hope for tomorrow. There's hope for tomorrow. It's just for us to work towards it, to set targets and work towards it.
All right, Doctor, we'd like to thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. I hope that the Cross River State government can also get to pay us for this advert you've just made about your program. I'd like to thank you so much, Your Excellency, the Governor, the wife of the Governor of Cross River State, a medical doctor by training, Dr. Linda Ayade. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak with Galaxy TV. We sincerely appreciate your views live for us from the United Kingdom.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with the wife of the Cross River State Governor, Dr. Linda Ayade, as we focus on the 2021 International Women's Day.